Hey Chris, Gadgets and Gravel here. So I got another video for you today, and this one's gonna be on some headphones. Now we all need headphones for a different reason or another, whether it's for work and travel or just hanging out and listening to music. Either way, headphones can be found all over the place from a wide range of price points. Well, I've got two today from two different brands. They're gonna hit two very different price points, and depending on your needs, one may be better for you than the other one. So let's get into it. All right, so we've got two headphones. Like I said, we've got one here from H2O Audio, which is a new brand I haven't heard from yet. And then another one from EarFun, which I've recovered a pair of their headphones in a previous video. I'll link that down here, somewhere around up here. But it was their open earbuds. And so these are some over-the-ear headphones from the brand, and same thing here. But the big difference between these two, while they have similar features on paper, the prices are very different. Now, whether the price is equal to better performance on similar features, we'll get into that here a little bit. But overall, these are two headphones, very similar styles, both over the ear, both very comfortable to wear. I enjoyed wearing both these. I took both these on flights. This pair from H2O Audio, the Ript Ultra headphones is the name of these. Took these with me to Spain, to MWC, which I linked a video to that as well, so you can check that out and see what that was about. And then a pair from EarFun. These are the Wave Life headphones. And I took these on me a trip to, I believe, to New York and maybe also to the Catskills for the All Trails event, which I can leave a video for that here if you want to learn more about that. So let's get into the difference between these two headphones, and we'll kind of talk about the similarities and the differences and which one might be a better fit for you. All right, we're going to kick things off with the H2O Audio Ript Ultra. That's Ript, R-I-P-T, not P-P-E-D. So these over-ear headphones, they're $250 at full price. So these are a pricey set of headphones. They come in two colors. We got the black, and they're kind of a interesting blue color. I really like it. It's a fun blue. I'm not sure what they call it. The other pair is gray, which can be more of a light, really light, almost a white gray, and the same blue color. What I really like about the headphones, so 250 bucks, what do you get? If you're spending that much money, aside from having a great quality product, you should give a couple extras accessory-wise with these. So what you do, you get a really nice hard shell, soft shell carrying case for headphones, keep them safe. You get a USB-C charging cable and a 3.5 millimeter or 3.5 millimeter headphone cable, because this does have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So that is great. I'm glad they included that. You also get two sets of ear cuffs. So they have these silicone ear cups here with ventilated backs that are super comfortable. They're really, really comfortable. With the silicone ones means that cleanup is really nice. Whenever you're doing anything in these, they're going to be sweaty or getting dirty in. Switch these on. They're really nice and easy to put on. They're just a nice quick turn lock to get these put on and swap out your ear cups. But these silicone ones are perfect for working out in the yard in. Those are great. But then you also get a pair of nice kind of faux leather ear cups to wear for normal listening. So really nice. So at 250 bucks, you get the headphones, two sets of cables, two sets of ear cups, and a carrying case. Really happy about that. Now, the headphones, basic design, pretty standard design. There's nothing crazy going on here as far as the design itself. They're over-ear headphones. They're adjustable. They got a nice padded headband here. The cups, whether you're using the silicone or the leather, both are super comfortable to wear, both on long flights and for short periods of time that you're wearing these around. No problem as far as comfort goes. They do rotate, so it kind of helps with making sure they fit your head just right, also for packing away. We get the tilt action here, again, for comfort. Button-wise, we have got 3 buttons on the right ear cup. There's going to be your volume up and down, as well as your on-off button, which also acts as your play, pause, and answering, because you do get microphones in this, so you can do phone calls with these headphones. On the left ear cup, we've got your indicator lights, your USB-C charging port, and then your noise cancellation button. So that also turns on noise cancellation, it turns off noise cancellation, and it activates transparency mode. So the cool thing with that is, so if you're unfamiliar with what transparency mode is, so it essentially uses the microphones on the outside. Instead of using those to help cancel out any noise, it amplifies noises. So for example, when I was on an airplane and the flight attendants came through, wanted to know if I wanted anything to drink or a snack, hit that button. It makes it easy to talk to them back and forth. There's no confusion. I don't have to take them off. Just tap that button, gets transparency mode, do my thing, and I'm on my way. That's really cool. The noise cancellation function works really well. I'm not going to say it's perfect. It doesn't drown everything out. H2O Audio says it's about a 30 decibel cut. And, you know, I don't know if that's 30 decibels, what I'm hearing the change in or not, but I do notice it. It is a good difference. On the airplane, it did a good job drowning out most of that engine noise and just kind of that redundant sound that you're hearing all the time on the plane. Cuts out a lot of the screaming and yelling that may be going on in the background from children or people who maybe got overserved, I don't know. But it does a good job. The big test that I use for when I'm doing any kind of noise cancellation testing for whether it's earbuds or headphones or anything like that is mowing on my tractor. If it can drown that out, we got a good set of noise canceling headphones, and these do a great job with that. They also have plenty of noise, plenty of volume on them. So I don't even have to have these all the way up, and I can still hear the music or podcast, whatever I'm listening to, very clearly when I'm on the tractor with the noise being canceled out. So big win there for these. And of course, the silicone ear cups are perfect when I'm doing that. Battery life. These are rated at 50 hours, and I haven't killed them yet. Like I said, Barcelona there and back a couple times, just kind of hanging out, working a little bit, listening to music there. Do a great job with that. So I've been really impressed with these headphones as far as battery life goes. Like I said, every time you turn them on, it doesn't have any indicator on it, but it does tell you battery level high, low, medium. So it kind of gives you an idea of where you're at for there it goes. But I think that's about it. Yeah, really great headphones. They're rated, so they claim them to be 100% sweat proof. They don't give an actual IP rating, whether it's IP67 or IPX4 or anything like that. They do claim them to be 100% sweat proof, and I have sweat a lot in them, whether it is working or working out, and they cover that just fine. So these are the H2O Ript Ultra. Let's talk about the EarFun Wave Life. EarFun, we covered them previously in the video with their open ear headphones, the open jump. So with their Wave Life over ear headphones, we've got another budget earphones here. Like I said, these are 60 bucks. So stark difference between the $250 H2O Audio Ript Ultra headphones. However, at 60 bucks, you're getting a similar set of features, but you don't get the accessories. So we get no carrying case, no extra cables. You get a USB-C charging cable in the box. But outside of that, we're not getting ear pads. We're not getting any of that extra stuff. What you are getting is a nice set of over-the-ear headphones with a faux leather soft ear cushions. They're really great. They're super comfortable. You get your adjustments of the headband. You get a nice padding on the headpiece. You get the same rotation options, both in, out, and around for good fit. And they're relatively lightweight. So are the Ript Ultras, so there's no issues there. Comfort on both of these are fantastic. On the EarFun, we have got no buttons on the left ear cup. On the right ear cup, you have got your power. You've got your volume up and down, and then we've got our noise cancellation on, off, and transparency mode. So this does offer that as well. EarFun claims that they have a 45 decibel drop in noise cancellation. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Again, I can't tell the difference between 30 and 45 decibels. However, when I was on the airplane, I did think that these had a little more noise bleed in them than the H2O Ript Audio. I don't feel like it canceled out as much as the others, but again, at 60 bucks, it's not a big drop in that, so I'm not gonna be too frustrated. Sorry, my ducks are coming out of their pen and so they're gonna come by here shortly. So we've got 45 decibels of noise cancellation, and we're rated at about 60 hours is what EarFun says you can get out of these per charge. Again, I haven't killed these yet. There's no battery indicator on them. Similar situation on, off, and that's about it. Outside of that, that's the basic design of these headphones. I did the tractor test with them. I got significantly more sound wearing these than I did the H2O Audio, but they still do a great job of noise cancellation, common listening, hanging out around the house. Even on an airplane, it does make a difference, and is still significantly better than not having headphones and having headphones with no noise cancellation. These still do a better job than that. So let's get into comparing these two headphones and see which ones may be better fit for you. What features are the same between the two and comparable that may say, I don't need the $250 headphones, I can go with 60, or maybe you need the more expensive ones. Let's check it out. Put some stats up on the side of the screen here so I can kind of show you some of the hard numbers and the differences between these two headphones, so you can kind of see the differences, and pause so you can kind of keep track a little bit better. But let's kind of talk through the differences between these two. 250, 60 bucks. You get a carrying case, you get some cables, replaceable ear cups, all with that. Here, you get a charging cable, and that's all you're getting with these $60 headphones. So we've got 30 decibel drop on noise cancellation here and 45 here. I felt like these did a better job. Whether that was the method of cancellation, whether that was a better seal maybe with the ear cups, I don't know. But I do feel like these did a better job of canceling out noise than the EarFun did. So take that for what you will. 50 hours of use per charge, 60 hours of use per charge. Neither of these have died. It's still a long time to use these. Now, H2O Audio doesn't claim that difference at 50 hours. I'm assuming that is with noise cancellation off. They don't state the battery life with noise cancellation on. EarFun does say you get 60 hours noise cancellation and 60 hours with noise cancellation off, 37 with it on. And they do also say that you'll get 10 hours of use for just a quick 1 hour charge. So, or 4 hours use, 4 hours with a quick 10-minute charge. Back those up. So that's we're talking about battery life and noise cancellation differences there. Comfort-wise, they're both super comfortable. The EarFun are slightly lighter than the H2O Audio, but that could be a difference also in speaker size. So EarFun has a 40mm driver in it, has good bass sound, good clear audio, whereas the H2O Audio has a 45mm driver in it. I do notice a little bit more bass and a little wider soundstage with these, but the EarFun do sound great. I have no complaints in the sound here. Like I said, it is a little shallower than the H2O Audio, but I do like that with the EarFun, just like with the earbuds that I covered previously. With the EarFun app, you can go in and customize the sound. They have an equalizer. You can adjust it from, with presets. You can adjust it manually, or you can go through a hearing test and it'll actually tune the audio to match your ears. So really cool feature here, and it does clean it up and it still has great sound. Outside of that, they're real similar. Now, if you need a pair of headphones that is going to have you want a wide sound stage, you want good deep bass, and you really, really need high quality, like as good as you can find noise cancellation. Now, are these going to beat out something like the Bose Comfort QC45s, or maybe a pair of the Sony W4 XM5s? Probably not. I haven't tried either of those, so I can't claim that. However, I do have a set of the Beats Studio Audio 3s, and compared to those, these H2O Audio do better on the tractor as far as drowning that out, and equally as good, maybe even better on an airplane. Now, these aren't going to beat out the Studio 3s, but as far as sound quality, I think these have a cleaner sound. They don't have as much bass, but they have a cleaner sound from the EarFun than I do on the Studio 3. So that kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking at between those two features or two brands. Which one you should get, it's really up to your needs. If you just need a good pair of headphones that you can customize and make sure are going to sound great for you, have good noise cancellation, offer transparency mode, long battery life, the EarFun are perfectly great for that. But if you want something that's going to give you, comes with a carrying case, gives you the 2 ear cup options. So if you're going to be doing things where you might be getting sweaty and you want just an easy to clean ear cup, these come with the silicone options, a great choice for there. If you need to ensure that you've got the highest, noise cancellation, the cleanest noise cancellation you can get, you want to block out as much as possible, another win here. So with $250 versus $60, you do get a difference in sound quality, noise cancellation quality. Now, is it such a stark difference that if you're on the line between the two, maybe you spend the $60 and you try these out? But if you are somebody who knows you need great noise cancellation, all that good stuff, definitely checked out these H2O Ript Ultra headphones, and we got the EarFun Wave Life, both great options. Which one's best for you? It's up to you. Stick around, I got more videos coming up covering a wide range of things. We got pool cleaners, we got robot pool cleaners, we've got more robot vacuums coming up, I've got robot mowers, I've got smart lights, I've got some grill testing coming up, so stick around, we've got a lot of stuff coming up. Thanks for hanging out.